Hey guys, Roger Holloway and ladies. Hey, if you're thinking about moving your business to the greater Charlotte area, hopefully you're already subscribed to the Charlotte Business Journal. I've been really enjoying getting a hard copy of this, take Jude out in the afternoon and sit and read some of that. In fact, I got the skinny on a brand new luxury condo development right in Uptown, right next to Theater Charlotte, where Patty and I are going to see a play in a couple of weeks, right on Queens. This is going to be cool. $1.6 million to $5 million condos. That would be prestigious if you're moving your company to Charlotte and you had like one of those penthouses that have two. And that's about 2 years off before you could move in. So I can help you with all of that, my team. But I'm here today to talk to companies that are thinking about either moving to the greater Charlotte area or you're in move up. I want to recommend you to a resource that I think could be extremely helpful, and his name is Brian Smith. But before I do that, besides the Charlotte Business Journal, I also get a lot of news from Axios. You know, Axios is a national, but they've bought a local, the old Charlotte Agenda. They bought a newsletter with subscribers, just like a big builder comes in and buys a small builder. So now this is a great way to get news every morning, about 3-minute scan in my e-box, my inbox. And this particular one, it talks about a company called Palmetto, who's just moving here from Charleston to South End. And I say this because if you're, again, a company, a startup, Palmetto should inspire you. Of course, that's the name of South Carolina, the Palmetto State. And they're moving from Charleston to the greater Charlotte area. I moved here from Hilton Head myself, Low Country as well. But this company is like, they call it a unicorn, $1 billion, just like kind of like Red Ventures and Trisata, which is a predictive analytics company. We got a lot of great businesses moving here constantly. And you don't have to be huge, even if you're small, if you're a startup. But this article about Palmetto, the tech company, I'll have a link to this page in the description below. What's interesting is some of their investors include LeBron James and his business partner, Maverick Carter. That's kind of interesting. Well, meet Brian Smith. This guy right here is my commercial broker partner. You hear me talk about my broker partners? The guy on the right there is a real go-getter and smart. And you talk about integrity. It runs through his veins. I've known the guy for a number of years. He's being interviewed by Chad Lingefelt for a podcast, and the subject is commercial real estate, finding and expanding spaces. And I'll also have an excerpt in the description below and a link to this page if you'd like to watch the podcast that's embedded. But I want to get this name and number into your database because Brian Smith could be extremely helpful to you, whether you are, like a single one-off lawyer. The last client that found me on YouTube that used him, just a small single lawyer that needed to lease some space. You might be a firm, 10 people. Now, we can certainly help your people find housing here. We'd love to do that. But what about space? See, I'm interested in commercial real estate, but that's the field, that's the space that Brian Smith plays in all day, every day. And he can really help you. I know that. So when you call him, tell him you saw Roger Holloway's video. But right now, even in this podcast, he's talking about understanding commercial real estate. Look in my description for this text. Talking about projecting future needs. So if you're moving here and you've got, say, 5 employees that you want to bring with you, but in your big vision plan is to have 500, that's a good thing to tell your commercial broker right up front. His company is called Regent Commercial Real Estate. And there's a neat little story behind that. Brian Smith, I love this guy. He is made out of gold. He'll work hard for you. The next thing besides projecting future needs, creative expansion solutions. How do you get from 5 to 500? How do you get from this to that? And whether it's in South Carolina, and I'm sure there are some advantages there, that includes Fort Mill, Indian Land, and this part of the Charlotte region, or anywhere in the greater Charlotte area, Brian Smith is your guy. It would kind of scare me to try to just look in the phone book and find somebody that, I don't know, it's a big firm and big fancy schmancy offices, uptown Charlotte and blah, blah, blah. Now here's a guy, hardworking, full of integrity, honest, and you're not dealing with some, hoity-toity guy. He's a real guy, and it's not a huge firm with him and 100 employees. He'll listen to you. He'll help you think through your future needs, your creative expansion solutions. I'm reading off my highlighted notes here. And then he talks about the importance of proper space, from lobbies, break rooms, inventory, storage, etc. He talks about the lease process, your needs analysis, your market survey, and all of that. So what I would encourage you to do is look at the link below. Take a look at my friend Brian Smith from Regent Commercial Real Estate. And if you like my vibe, this is how you join my tribe on the commercial side. The guy is made out of gold. And what do you got to lose? If you're thinking about it, it's good time to just start engaging. And as you go to his website, he'll show you, again, service areas. He'll tell you about himself. There's a property search link there. Could I help you with it? I mean, I'm licensed, but I don't know this space of commercial real estate. So I go to him. And that's what you should do too. If you're thinking about relocating to Charlotte, your company, we can help you with that mansion. We'll help you find the right housing for you and your people. And that's my team. That's residential real estate. But for commercial, just go check out his podcast and just kind of hear his heart and read his about us and where he services. And you can do a property search there. But better yet, get the guy on the phone. Tell him that Roger Holloway gave you the information. I would appreciate that. And call me and let's talk about you getting here. In fact, if you just want to call me first and give me your skinny or send me an email you know what to do, right? Go to rogerhollowayhomes.com, fill out the form. There's a link in the description below. And just tell me what you're looking for and I'll prep him. And you guys can set up a Zoom call or whatever. All right, guys, a lot of people moving to the greater Charlotte area. We'd love to help you be among them. Side note, I had some amazing pizza yesterday at a place up in Troutman called Pellegrino's. And dude, you got to go. Two brothers from Jersey and Sal sat there. I watched him make my pizza, heard a lot of stories, interesting, fun, great food, cool people. And if you're ever up north of Mooresville, Troutman, baby, Pellegrino's. Tell them the YouTube guy sent you. All right, I'll see you in the next video.